Hey everyone, welcome to Crystal Clear Tarot. I'm Sian and today we're exploring the radiant and powerful Queen of Wands. This is a card of confidence, creativity, leadership and inner fire. And what I love most about this card is that it carries warmth and strength in equal measures. And when it appears in a reading, she often arrives as an invitation to step fully into who you are and to own your presence without apology. If this card has been showing up for you, or if you've been feeling called to lead, create, or express yourself more boldly, then this message is for you. So settle in and let's explore the meaning and symbolism of the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is one of my favourite queens and possibly one of the most dynamic figures in the tarot. As a court card, she often represents an adult woman or someone embodying mature feminine energy. Though, like all court cards, she can also describe a phase of energy within ourselves. Each queen in the tarot fully embodies the element of her suit, and the Queen of Wands is represented by fire, the element of passion, creativity, confidence, courage, and life force itself. Where the pages explore and the knights act, the queens have mastered their element internally. The Queen of Wands doesn't need to prove her power. She knows who she is. Her confidence comes from lived experience, self-trust, and alignment with her inner fire. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the Queen of Wands is seated on a throne decorated with lion heads, symbols of strength, courage, and fierce protection. Lions also link this card to the astrological sign of Leo, which happens to be my sign, which is ruled by the sun. And I can really relate to this queen. Leo energy is bold, radiant, expressive and heart-led. This tells us that the Queen of Wands leads from authenticity and warmth rather than force. She holds a wand with sprouting leaves, symbolising creative energy that is alive, fertile and actively manifesting. This isn't just inspiration, this is inspiration that's been nurtured into something real. She understands how to take ideas and turn them into action through confidence and consistency. At her feet sits a black cat, a powerful and often misunderstood symbol. The cat represents intuition, independence, mystery, and a connection to the unseen. It reminds us that while the Queen of Wands is bold and visible, she also is deeply intuitive. She trusts her instincts and honours both her outer confidence and her inner wisdom. The sunflower she holds is another key symbol. Sunflowers always turn towards the sun, representing optimism, vitality, and alignment with joy. The Queen of Wands chooses growth and positivity, not because life is always easy, but because she understands the power of perspective and intention. Her clothing tells a story as well. The yellow robe she wears reflects warmth, joy, confidence and clarity, while the red colour behind her speaks to passion, courage and bold action. She leads with both her heart and mind, blending emotional intelligence with decisiveness. Astrologically, the Queen of Wands is associated with fire signs, especially Leo, but also Aries and Sagittarius energy. This is someone who naturally draws attention without trying. She radiates confidence and inspires others simply by being herself. Queens represent mastery, maturity, and inner authority. They show us what it looks like to fully embody an element. In Wands, that mastery is about knowing how to hold your fire without letting it burn out of control. When the Queen of Wands appears upright in a reading, she is a powerful message of self-belief and leadership. She encourages you to step into your confidence and to take up space. This card often appears when you're being asked to trust yourself more deeply and to recognise your own value. She can indicate a time to lead in your career, in family, creative work or personal life. This doesn't always mean being the loudest voice in the room. It means standing firmly in who you are and allowing others to feel supported and inspired by your presence. The Queen of Wands is also an incredible organiser and motivator. She brings people together, encourages collaboration, and she knows how to get things done without losing her warmth. She is respected because she respects others. Creativity is a huge theme here also. The Queen is passionate about life and deeply connected to her creative expression. When she appears, it often signals a time to act on inspiration rather than keeping ideas hidden. Whether it's art, business, personal growth, or a new direction in life, the Queen of Wands says you are ready. If this card represents a person in your life, it may be someone who embodies these qualities, a confident, supportive, independent woman who encourages you to believe in yourself. She could be your mentor, a leader, or a friend who reminds you of your own strength. On a personal level, the Queen of Wands asks you to stop dimming your light. This is not a card of shrinking or waiting. She thrives on initiative and authenticity. She reminds you that you don't need external validation to pursue what lights you up. Socially, this Queen shines. She connects easily with others and brings enthusiasm into the group. And often, she becomes the emotional anchor of a team or a community. Her confidence is not about control, but about trust. Trust in herself and trust in others. When the Queen of Wands appears reversed, her energy becomes unbalanced. Her confidence may tip into arrogance, or her passion may turn into impatience and frustration. Instead of leading with warmth, she may attempt to dominate or control situations out of insecurity. The reversed Queen of Wands can also indicate burnout, too much giving, too much doing, or too much pressure to always be strong. It can drain her fire. This card may also appear if you're pushing yourself too hard or feeling disconnected from joy. In relationships, the reversed Queen may show jealousy, possessiveness, or a fear of losing control, or that there may be a struggle between independence and connection. This card gently asks you to reflect on where your fire is being misdirected. The advice of the reversed Queen of Wands is to slow down and reconnect with your inner truth. Confidence rooted in fear will always leave you feeling unstable. True confidence comes from alignment, self-compassion and balance. Whether upright or reversed, the Queen of Wands ultimately reminds you of your power. She teaches you that leadership doesn't have to be aggressive and strength doesn't require hardness. You can be bold and kind, passionate and intuitive, and visible and grounded. The Queen of Wands reminds us that we are allowed to take up space. We are allowed to lead, and we are allowed to follow what sets our soul on fire. Your confidence doesn't need permission, and your creativity doesn't need to be justified. When you trust yourself and honour your inner fire, you naturally inspire others to do the same. Thank you so much for spending this time with me here with this Tarot Deep Dive. If this message resonated, take it as a reminder that your light is needed exactly as it is. And leave a message in the comments below. How do you relate to this fiery Queen? Until next time, stay true to yourself, lead with your heart, and let your fire shine.